I woke up in the hospital emergency room, pregnant. They'd pumped my stomach. They were monitoring the baby's heartbeat. My husband held my hand, his eyes bloodshot. "What happened?" I asked. The doctor answered, "You were poisoned from something you ate. The baby is okay for now, but this appears intentional." It was 3 hours after my baby shower. 30 people had eaten the same food, but I was the only one who got sick. And my sister Rachel, my sister who couldn't have children, stood in the hospital corridor, trying to look sad. But there was something else in her eyes, satisfaction. And I didn't know yet that this was only the beginning. If you enjoy stories about family jealousy and betrayal, don't forget to subscribe and share your thoughts in the comments. Now, let's continue with the story. Rachel and I were always close, 2 years apart. We shared a room as kids. We'd bought houses next to each other in San Diego. We had brunch every weekend, more than sisters, best friends. Rachel started trying for a baby at 32. She tried for a year. Nothing happened. They went to doctors. Tests were done. Result: severe issues with your ovaries. Natural conception is nearly impossible. That night she cried at my house for hours. "I always wanted to be a mother," she said. "You can adopt," I said. "Try IVF." But something died in her eyes that day. 2 years passed. Rachel tried every treatment. None worked. Each failure broke her a little more, and I accidentally got pregnant at 30. We weren't planning it, but it happened. When I told Rachel, for 1 second, her face changed. Her eyes darkened. Her jaw clenched. Then the smile came. Big, bright, fake. "Congratulations," she said, hugging me. "I'm so happy." But her arms were stiff. Her voice was cold, and that 1 second look, I'd seen hatred. For the next 6 months, Rachel was supportive. She called every week. She sent gifts. But something had changed. When I showed her ultrasound photos, she'd say, "So cute," but her face was blank. When I showed her the nursery design, her eyes were empty. As my belly grew, I saw pain in her eyes when she looked at me. My husband, Mark, noticed. "Is Rachel okay? Maybe some distance would be good." "She's my sister," I said. "I need to support her." In the 7th month, we started planning the baby shower. Rachel wanted to be involved. "I want to do this for my sister," she said. "Please." How could I say no? During baby shower planning, Rachel controlled every detail, especially the food. "Let me prepare it," she said. "I know your favorite foods. It'll be special." "We can hire caterers," I said. "No," she said. Her voice was hard. Then it softened. "I want it to be personal." I agreed. I trusted her. The baby shower was a beautiful Saturday afternoon. 30 people came. Rachel was the perfect host, smiling, taking photos. But every time she looked at my belly, that painful expression came. At lunch, Rachel brought me a special plate. "This is for you. I made your favorite salad, special recipe." I ate it. It was delicious. There was a slightly odd taste, but taste changes during pregnancy, I thought. Half an hour later, the nausea started. Then cramps, severe. I rushed to the bathroom. I started vomiting. Mark called an ambulance. When we got to the ER, doctors checked the baby's heartbeat. "Baby is okay for now," the doctor said, "but we need to monitor you." They drew blood. They pumped my stomach. Rachel came to the hospital. She looked worried. What happened? Maybe food poisoning? But no one else got sick. Just me. Just me who ate the special salad. On the second night in the hospital, my phone rang. 3:47 a.m. unknown number. I didn't answer, but they left a message. "Sarah, be careful." What Rachel did wasn't the only thing. The voice sounded familiar, but I couldn't place it. Female, young. Second message. After the baby shower, Rachel went to the pharmacy, Twice. She bought something else. If you didn't stop her, this isn't over. My heart raced. Who is this? Third message. Tomorrow at 10 a.m. Riverside Park. By the green bench. Come alone. I'll tell you everything. I waited for morning. I didn't sleep. At 9:45, I snuck out of the hospital. When Mark went for coffee. At Riverside Park, a young woman was waiting, about 25, brown hair, frightened eyes. Melissa, she said, I'm Rachel's former assistant. I quit 3 months ago. Why did you message me? Melissa looked around, paranoid. Because Rachel was talking about you for months. She said she hated your pregnancy. Sarah has everything, she'd say. I know she's jealous, but no, not just jealous, obsessed. She keeps a notebook about you, recording your pregnancy progress, everything. My skin crawled. I saw it in her desk drawer. There were photos of you and your belly, crossed out, with red pen. I couldn't breathe. And there were lists, chemicals, drugs. Ipecac syrup was there 2 weeks ago. But there were other things, too. Like what? Postpartum medications, sleeping pills, and a note, when the baby comes. What does when the baby comes mean? I don't know, but I'm scared, Sarah. Rachel isn't stopping. When I returned to the hospital, police were waiting. Detective Sarah Martinez. She brought the toxicology report results. We found ipecac syrup in your blood. We're investigating pharmacy records. Detective, there's something, I said. I told her about Melissa. The detective frowned. I need to talk to this Melissa. Do you have her number? She called from an unknown number. We'll find her from Rachel's workplace. The next day, Detective Martinez returned with bad news. We can't find anyone named Melissa. No one by that name has ever worked at Rachel's company. The world spun. But I talked to her. I saw her. Sarah, if that woman was no one, why did she think you had information about Rachel? That night, the phone rang again. 2:34 a.m., a different voice, an older woman. Sarah, if you want to stop Rachel, listen to me. Who are you? Rachel's mother. I froze, but Rachel's mother died 5 years ago. No, Sarah, I'm alive. There are things you need to know about my daughter. She gave me an address, Salem, Oregon, 2 hours away. I didn't tell Mark. I'm going home, I said. Need to get a few things. I drove to Salem. The address was a small house. An elderly woman opened the door. In her 60s, she looked like Rachel. Sarah, come in. She offered coffee. I declined. Why does everyone think you're dead? Because Rachel said so. 5 years ago, she stopped talking to me. Because I told her the truth. She paused, took a deep breath. Rachel is adopted, Sarah. She's not your real sister. The world stopped. What? When you were born, your mother adopted Rachel. When you were 1 year old, Rachel was 5. She was introduced as your sister, but you're not biological siblings. Why didn't anyone tell me? Your mother wanted Rachel not to know, but I told Rachel when she was 18. You have a right to know the truth, I said. What happened? She went crazy. Sarah is the real child, real family. I'm just adopted, she said. From that day, she wouldn't talk to me. She told everyone my mother died. What does this have to do with now? The woman looked at me. There was fear in her eyes. Because Rachel said something when she was 15. I can't forget it. One day, I'll take everything from Sarah, her life, her family, her baby, everything. My skin crawled. Sarah, Rachel wants your baby. Everything made sense. The baby shower poisoning was the beginning. Rachel wasn't trying to kill me. She was weakening me. The when the baby comes note. Postpartum medications, sleeping pills. Rachel was planning to take my baby. I told Detective Martinez everything, the adoption secret, the mother, the plan. Let's set a trap, I said. I called Rachel. I'm scared at home. The birth is coming. Mark is at work. Can you stay with me? Of course, Rachel said, very eager. I'd do anything for my sister. The trap was set. Rachel moved in to the guest room, but the house was full of cameras, hidden, police cameras. A week later, labor started. Early, Emily was born, premature but alive. Rachel was beside me. She's beautiful, she said, but there was hunger in her eyes. When we got home, Rachel wanted to help. I'll take care of Emily at night. You rest. But I didn't rest. I watched from the cameras. At 3 a.m., Rachel entered Emily's room. She checked the crib. She took out her phone. Yes, the baby is here. I'll be ready in 2 days. Are the documents ready? Documents? What documents? The next day, Detective Martinez came. We searched Rachel's house. We found fake birth certificates. Your name isn't on them. Rachel's name is, as the mother. Rachel wasn't planning to kidnap the baby. She was planning to make it legally appear to be hers. That night, the final move came. Rachel put something in my coffee. I saw it, but I drank it. I'd taken an emetic beforehand. No effect. I lay in bed pretending to sleep. Rachel came in. She took Emily from the crib. She whispered, "You're mine now." She walked to the door. The police entered. "Rachel Green, you're under arrest," Rachel screamed. "She's my baby. Sarah stole her. She stole everything." In court, the psychiatrist diagnosed delusional disorder. The patient's perception of reality is disturbed. She believes the baby is hers. The cameras had recorded everything. The drug in the coffee, the attempt to take the baby, the fake documents. Rachel got 5 years in prison. Mandatory treatment. As she was being led away, she shouted, "Sarah, you weren't real. I was real." Emily is 3 now. Safe, loved. Rachel sends letters from prison. I don't read them. It's been hard on my family. My mother visits Rachel. She's sick. She needs help. She tried to take my baby. I say, I know, but she's still your sister. No, not anymore. People ask, will you forgive her? My answer, no. Some things are unforgivable. Trying to harm my baby is one of them. Jealousy is a bitter thing. It makes people into monsters. Rachel didn't love me. She was jealous of something I had, being real, real family, real baby. That jealousy destroyed her. Now I look at Emily, playing, smiling, grateful that Rachel's plan failed, grateful that she's no longer in our lives, because jealousy doesn't just harm the person being envied, it destroys the person who envies. Rachel learned that the hard way, and I'll never forget. If this story shocked you, please don't forget to subscribe. In the comments, when did you realize what Rachel was? We're curious.